is this 1.5-inch tube here. Has a bunch of varnish in it. And what I do is take this piece of bamboo to be kind of break that crust that's off the surface of it, you know. This is Hellman's Spar varnish. Top this guy off, fill him up. There's one that's sort of white, milky, or whatever. I don't like that. I like the varnish, more traditional varnish type stuff. And I just dip him in there just like so. It's a little bit too full right now. Dip it in both ends. Okay. And after I dip it, I'll just brush it down with a brush here to get the excess off and to, you know. So that's a nice thin coat. It won't drip too badly, and that's the main thing. It'll run on you if you don't brush it like that. And turn it around and dip that the same way. Just streak it down like that. So how do you know which colors to paint? Well, the best thing to do is to get what they call a color wheel. You know, for those of you guys who are married or have wives or girlfriends, just ask them what a color wheel is. They'll tell you. And they'll be, ooh, you want to know what a color wheel is? Complementing colors sell better. I found that the red and the yellow works best on the water. But as far as making sails, red and green complement each other. Complementing colors just catches the eye. Now, do I buy all those colors? No, I only buy 3. You know, I buy primary colors. In other words, I buy red, I buy blue, and I buy yellow, and that's it. And so the greens that you see here are all custom mixed. You're just seeing me do that, so hopefully that's making sense. I'm not sure how much I didn't want to get my lavalier microphone messy with all this varnish, so what you're hearing is just I'm just on the shotgun microphone right now. I guess we'll just keep rolling because I don't want to touch the camera with all this nastiness. And the reason I like the varnish, this sort of honey colored varnish, is because it gives it a nostalgic look. You have to experiment. I mean, every person I've seen who makes floats kind of has their own way, and you have to experiment. There's no, sure, I could give you the size, but say, yeah, this is 3/16-inch dowels, and this is wine cork, and this is how I do it. But ultimately, it's just the only thing you've really done is copied my design. And part of the joy of float making is to come up with your own design for your own needs, for your own situation. Take inspiration, sure, but ultimately, you know, it takes time to develop, you know, your style or way of thinking or whatever. And so this batch is already sold, and so I'm just trying to get it done. It takes 4 coats of varnish is what I generally will do. My least favorite part of this, the thing I hate the most, are the thread wraps. You see the thread wraps? I hate doing that. Hey, neighbors. Always more neighbors. Always more neighbors. I mean, it's like, they always come out when I'm working. Boat builder's epoxy. I've eliminated boat builder. I used to use boat builder's epoxy with this, but the wood glue is much cheaper. I don't need something as expensive as boat builder's epoxy for this application, and this is not something where I need epic structural integrity that a boat builder's epoxy would bring. It isn't needed. The guy over at MakeAfee, I think it is, over his channel, he was making some floats inspired by these, and I said, yeah, that's a better way to do it, so that's what I'm doing now. Hey folks, hope you learned something. If you like these floats, you like the way they look, they fish well, they're balanced, you can check them out over at my eBay page or over on my website, and just check out the description and they'll have a link right there to it. And I will talk to you later. Every dollar you purchase there goes towards the betterment of the YouTube channel, and if you like these videos, that's a great way to support. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.